bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's morning time. What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What the hell was that? Hey, bud, can you hear me? Let me.
Myself.
I just muted you while you unmuted yourself.
Oh,
You're back now.
perfect.
I got all kinds of stuff just distracting my attention. I have a cricket who won't stop freaking chirping all morning while I'm trying to journal.
Oh,
Just found out that the brand new pressure regulator that my plumber replaced is leaking like a mother. So I just shut the water off to the house at 5:30 in the morning and texted him on a Friday, which is no fun
no.
considering I called in a favor to get him to drive in 2 hours to come do this shit for me. And then just as the show was starting, I heard this weird like rubber screeching, and I'm like, is someone pulling into my driveway? And then my garage made a noise, and I'm like, what is happening? And it's my bike. My bike fell over essentially, but very slowly.
You just got a ghost live. You're just ghost living in that garage of yours.
It's just what a fucked up morning. All in like
Yeah.
the last all in the last 20 minutes. It's just been weird. But
Damn.
you're here. That's the best thing. No golf this morning.
No golf this morning,
No
unfortunately.
no booty boot camp.
No, that's tonight. I got I told she needed a little bit of a break, so I'm going by myself today. Apparently too many days in a row.
Yeah, for sure. Can't handle it.
No.
So what's up,
Yeah.
man? How you been? How was your busy week?
It's finally coming to an end. We have less baseball this week, so we only have one game tomorrow.
Nice.
But I got a ton of projects going on. I got to do the backsplash. I have to start the laundry room. I have to finish all the outside work. So yeah, it's gonna be the busy work week is ending, but now it's the busy home work week.
Yeah.
And just never ends. Never ends.
Yeah. It never ends, but like no one asked you to do any of it.
No.
It's like you put yourself through it. I mean, you're in your
Yep.
you're in your
All
prime.
self-imposed pain.
Yeah, right. Good morning,
It was
Orion. How you
I
doing?
started in the kitchen, and then we were waiting for the countertops to get cut and made and stuff. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna get 4 tons of mulch delivered. And then as I was doing that, I got annoyed with some of the trees, so I just started cutting down trees in the backyard too. And so I got like four projects. I cleaned out all the old flower beds and put a base down for like the playground for the kids. So I got like 5,
Yeah.
I got 5 tons of sand coming today. My wife's gonna kill me. There's gonna be a dump truck pulled into the driveway as I'm on this and just dumping sand.
Really?
I'm like, I gotta make them I'm like boxing in the whole playset area and making them a whole playground.
Yeah.
Because the oldest has his communion next weekend.
Okay.
And he's like,
Nice.
I don't want to do it out. Because then what are me and my friends gonna do? Like, well, it's true. There's really nothing for you guys to do at a. And then my wife's on my case. She's like, you can't have all these kids dressed up and running on the playground where it's all dirt and old mulch and stuff. I'm like, okay, sand it is. Cool. Just add another thing to my list.
Did you say that that's this weekend?
Next weekend.
Okay. All right. So you got a
So
little bit of time.
yeah, should be able to get it done in time.
I mean, you could just skip a workout here or two and just haul sand.
No,
That's a pretty dang good workout.
no, I'd rather just, yeah. I don't know. I need to that the week of shingles that I had to take off was very
Yeah.
it was brutal. It was more
Really
brutal on
killed
my
the
mind than
projects.
anything.
Yeah. Busy man. That's wild. I'm not doing anything like that ever. I've done that. I've done the like recreating a yard, cutting down trees. I've built a sandbox in a backyard. Like we like funny enough, like one of the houses we lived in, I was like, oh, I want to put a, like a pool. Like my wife always wanted a pool. We did an above ground pool.
Mhm.
So I like dug the whole thing out. And as I'm digging it, we found like a old like koi pond. So then I had to like dig and break out the old koi pond. And I think actually maybe the sandbox came before the pool, but I don't know. At one point there was a sandbox there, and then another point it became a road base for an above ground pool. And it was oh man, I'm so glad we're out of that house. Like, cause we were renting and I was doing all this shit.
Oh yeah, dang,
Fucking
that's a
around.
lot.
Garage storage shelves. Good morning, J Rob. Like it's just projects never end, building closets. Oh man. But now
Yeah,
I'm just exhausted and beyond that. I
no,
can't do it anymore.
I feel you because it was our old house. I did it. It was a new build, but it took us. I mean, it was a blank slate, so there was nothing on the outside. So I did the whole patio, the play set, the fire pit area, and it was. We were there for 5 years, and I was finally. And I literally said, I was like, "We're done. Like, no more projects. Like, the only thing we're gonna do is we're gonna hire someone to redo our bathroom." And then all the quotes just kept coming in, and they're like, "Well, we have to take some of what you want. We have to take some of your bedroom away."
Yeah,
And then my wife's like, "Well, why don't you always said you wanted more land?" I was like, "No, no."
buddy.
So we've been here for what, a year and some. So it looks like 4 years from now I should be done.
And then it'd be like, "Did you want to move somewhere warmer?"
No, I told her, I was like, "I'm done. You are burying me in this backyard. I am not moving
Honey,
again."
I already dug the grave in the backyard. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh,
Yeah, home projects, man. There's something else. Oh,
yeah. But the last, like, I bought a pull behind landscaping trailer. I have a landscaping
mhm.
trailer like that the landscapers use, but like one just for like my golf cart or like a tractor. And it's funny, the last like 2 months, the boys have been like, "Hey, can I come out and help you? Can I?" I'm like, "Yes, you can. Just hold these screws, take these up, like just that extra set of hands." So they finally hit that stage where they're like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, I'm gonna help for about 20 minutes and then disappear for 2 hours, and then I'll come back
yeah,
again."
yeah. It's almost like where were you all these other years ago? But then at the same time, yeah, when they're only like helping you for like 20 minutes, and, like I'm bored, and then like disappear. It's like when do you get
Yep.
to the stage where you're like not?
That's what the one's
Oh,
always like, "I'm gonna go inside to go to the bathroom." I'm like, "All right, I'll see you in 2 hours, bud."
yeah, exactly. That was a long bathroom break, dude.
Yeah. It's like, "You fall asleep.
If
Did
you
you
were
fall
one
asleep in there?"
if you were one of my guys, you'd be fired. Like, instantly. You
Hey,
didn't even bring me any more coffee. Like, what's going
longer
on
than 5
here?
minutes, I'm banging on the door. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Ah, so hard to find good help.
Yep.
That's really what it is. I think that's happened to me a couple of times. Um, yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, my day was supposed to be really good. It's supposed to be a Friday off, take the kids to school, and then wife and I are going away for the weekend.
Oh, nice.
We have massages booked at
Mhm.
11:45, and then we were gonna like lounge by the pool and eat lunch after that. Supposed to be a really good day. Like work is chill. Monday is like hell. I'm triple booked for like two new jobs starting and then a pickup list on another one. and then I still have my other 2 jobs. So, but then my freaking house started falling apart. I'm so upset right now.
Well, listen,
Like a brand new
the water
regulator.
shut off.
Like
The water shut off, so there's no worries now.
yeah. I'm like sitting here journaling and I like hear a drip and I'm like, why? Why? And it's not like, dude, this is like the plumber who came out, this is like the boss. This is like the owner of the company. This is
I
like the
said you just
lead
got that. I just
dude.
read
This
you
is
just got that done like 2 days ago, right?
this is the dude who's installed like 1,000 pressure regulators. Like he does them in his sleep. You know, it's like that guy. It's like if someone needed something powder coated and you came out, and then like the next day they're like, "Hey, all the paint just came off." Like, what did you do? Is the truck just driving in?
No, there's someone.
Don't tell me you're here to drip.
No, did you hear that?
No.
No, there's the landscaper is here. I guess he was trying to use the water on the outside of the house, but I have that side shut off, so now I gotta walk all the way around. But I was just like, what the hell? Why is there someone outside of my? Because I have the basement windows like right there.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's always fun. That's always fun when you're in like a random place and you're like, why is there someone walking in front of that?
I need, dude.
You shouldn't be on this side of the house.
It's funny because I don't even know when to, like. I'll come home. There's just people at my house. So I text my wife. I'm like, is someone supposed to be? Yeah. Like, you just really need to start, because she does all that, the home scheduling and all that stuff.
You guys got a family calendar?
Yeah, that would require us to actually update it.
Yeah.
It's
You
more
just
the
gotta get
kid.
in the
Like, we
habit of
update
it.
the kid stuff, but not like none of that
Yeah.
stuff.
It's hard because some of those people, you know, like
Mhm.
we work in this, right? Like you tell someone to come, and I like same with my plumber. He's like, I'm like, you should come at like 11, dude. Traffic will be the best. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna come around 8 to 9 o'clock. And I'm like, all right, good luck with that.
Mhm.
And so I told my wife that, and she's like, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'm like asking him where he is. And then he texts me, he's like, instead of texting me like, because most people don't like to text while drive, especially when they're in a work truck. Um, he texts me, he's like, I'm here. I'm like, okay, thanks for the heads up. Like 30 minutes late, but like it didn't matter. You know, he had the code to the garage. It was no big deal. But it's just stuff like that.
Mhm.
And so you can't put that in the calendar.
No.
That's
No.
and I try to say that to my wife all the time. I'm like my calendar is like when I schedule with people, like I'm there like at that time. But then like everyone who I schedule with is like, yeah, I'll be there between like 9 and 11. And I'm like, okay, so I'll be there at 9,
Yeah.
actually 8:30, just waiting for you.
Yeah. I mean,
Cool.
I'm the same way. I'm like 20 minutes early. It to me is on time.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's everything we get done at the house. It's my wife she's like, I work from home, so she works from home, so she can.
it makes
She's like, oh,
sense. Yeah,
just come whenever. My husband's usually home by 3, so then they're just like, oh yeah, I'll just put these people on the schedule whenever I can get a free moment. So it's
yeah. And then that easily turns to like you don't get people coming
mm-mm.
because whatever they scheduled first like takes too long, or they like forgot something, and then it's like, oh, we can't come to your house.
Well,
Yeah, I've,
the landscaper. We bought the house from his parents, and
oh,
his shop is like, there's the cornfield in between us, and his shop's so we're usually the last stop because they're at the end of their day. And I'm like, why are they
yeah.
here the first thing in the morning now?
It's Friday, dude. They're trying to leave early.
Yeah, they probably have. That's
This
probably what
is
it
the
is.
end of their day.
Mhm.
They're on yours and mine schedule. They were supposed to take today off, but they forgot you guys as they were coming in late yesterday. What's up, Jason? Good morning. We have another Jason. The chat is dead. It's dead today. What's going on?
It's Friday.
I know. No one wants to hear about my leaky pressure regulator. I mean, we could start getting into the fucking emotional terrors that are running rampant this week in this book,
I was gonna
in
say,
this
because
month. It's just like completely destroying me and like making me
yeah,
rethink my entire life.
And this reading is not a good one to end a Friday on that you're stressing out.
That's what I'm saying, man. This reading was like just like a Ryan Holiday just like reached through my Kindle and just punched me in the heart a couple of times. Like, dude, I
You're
remember this
sitting
one
there
every year. Like every
trying to
year these
reflect in the garage, and you start hearing a drip, and you're trying to just get through.
every year, dude. Some of these readings are just like straight up torture. I'm like, damn. You like talk it. You like speak. Like the first paragraph was like, "Yep, done that, done that, done that, done that." Oh man. So today's reading is basically the title's hilarious, right? What if someone else treated your kids this way? Like, and it's such a true like weird
Mhm.
like weird like disconnect. I don't know, what the proper term of it is, but like the way we treat each other, like our children, our spouses, like would never let any like I would never tolerate like you coming in and treating my kids or my wife the way that I treat them. And it's
Mhm.
just such a weird thing that like we're able to disconnect in that way and just do it.
Yeah. So it's funny. I love this reading and I hate this reading.
Yeah.
Because I like it because it gives you that like self-reflection point. It's like, wow, would I just let someone else walk into my house and smack my wife in the butt? Just say like, hello, I'm home from work. Like, no, I probably would. Like, would I mess around? Like, would I let someone else just randomly come up and mess around with my kids the way but it's all like at the same time, I feel like your kid's guard is up. Your guard is up when you're around like a stranger or someone that you're not
Yeah.
comfortable. When you're with family and like your immediate family that you're with every day, the guards aren't there. You can be like your joke around true self, and I think like your immediate family can understand that there's no like nefarious actions with like you win in a video game, you're like, I beat you, and it's like, oh yeah, game on
Mhm.
for the next one. It's like that sense of competition where it's if you're at a friend's house, you're like, I beat you. You're like, oh man, like, are they really being mean to me? Like every single time they're telling me I like, so that's
Yeah.
why it's like I have a love hate with this reading. It's good though because it does like I do catch myself like about to say something. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't
Mhm.
because now like I know my oldest is right now in the very much absorbing everything he sees and trying to see what limits he can get away with. Um, so we kind of have to watch what we say around him now, which has been, hey, I'm in the clear. No curses from me. My wife's she's over too.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
was like, oh man, you'd think you would
I was
learn it
really
from me,
bad
but
in the
nope.
beginning. I was really bad in the beginning. My first child heard so many curse words. And then I stopped for a really long time. And then like I re-upped like the Gary V effect and like the way he is and the way, some of this stuff is. It's like words that they hear. Like they're gonna
Hmm.
hear it anyways. And we've had some conversations, me and my wife with the kids, and it's like the the words aren't bad themselves. But like if you use them in a bad or negative way, like that's, like if I'm just describing something that I'm very happy and passionate about, using the F word to intensify that emotion of, passion or happiness isn't a bad thing. But if you're like yelling at someone or trying to demean them or, being rude, that's the way to not say it,
Yeah.
so that's where the struggle is. Cause like it's probably better to just not use it than to like weave it in and out in good versus bad ways. Like it's better to kind of just like cut, it's kind of like alcohol. It's better to just cut clean cold turkey than to try to like, oh, I'm just doing it on the weekends. And then like next thing you know, like, oh well, it's a Thursday, it was a long day, and there's a couple beers in the fridge. Like, why not? um, and I've been guilty of that as well. But yeah, this one was a tough one for sure. And my other thing was, like you said, like, and then going back to the reading from earlier this week is like we feel safe in the environment. Like, so we kind of push the boundaries a little bit more of like what we're gonna do with each other versus like when you're in an environment with strangers or acquaintances or even like so friends, like you're gonna be a little bit like kinder or a little, a little bit easier on everything. And I don't know that it's wrong, to push those boundaries when you're with your family and you feel safe. Part of me thinks of it sometimes as like I'm training my kids that there are people that are just like this.
Hmm.
There are people that are just mean out there. So
Yeah, and there's
they
nothing
gotta have
worse.
some
Yeah.
tough skin. Like I know I don't want them to think dad was always mean, but I want them to understand that like people can be mean and then they can be sweet. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I tell my oldest all the time because we like to like when we're very competitive. It's I mean, we had two boys very close in age. Me and my brother are 14 months apart.
Mm,
So I just grew up with the very like sports video games and
yeah.
my like it's funny, my wife when we started dating it was board games, even video game like we're just a very super competitive family. Um but like I said, my oldest is trying. He's at the stage where, and I can see some of the things that he brings home from school and this, and because I know how I say things and what what doesn't go through our house, and then he says something, I'm like, whoa. But it's all like I tell him all the time, I'm like, bud, you're gonna say it to the wrong person, and you're gonna get punched in the face. He's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, well, I'll punch them back in the face. I'm like, not if you're knocked out on the ground. And that's and I tell him, I'm like, yeah, like I said, not everybody's going to do that, but I said there are some people out there that they're just mean and they're playing,
Yeah.
and it's hard because it's that's why like I said I love this reading, but I like how mean you would act in like a group of of our friends as adults is completely different how we would act in front of our kids.
Yeah.
Um, so it's kind of like, oh, what if someone else treated your kid this way? Like I love the title, and the meaning behind the reading, but at the same time, it's like kids are sponges. We have to ease them in and shelter them from the world a little bit. Like you can't just throw everything at them. Like you said, like you can't just rip off the band-aid.
Yeah.
Um, but it's I don't know. That's why this
It's
one's a
just
struggle
balance.
for me.
It's just balance. It's just
Yeah,
like I think it's like it's more of a like check yourself. Do like I said, do it because they need to learn like that there are ways that people behave, but at the same time, like you can't coddle them and be like the nicest, sweetest parents the whole time, and then they go out into the world and they just get destroyed and ran over. I mean,
mhm,
they get it at school. It's the same with school. Like, like my kids have like best friends, and the next thing you know, they're like enemies. Like, and that's how easy it is. That's how simple it is. And I don't know, maybe that's because the kids are seeing the same thing at home. Their parents are their best friends and their parents are their enemies sometimes. I think it's just the human mind, the way we are, like socially. I mean, that's kind of that's kind of like what it is, right? Like, your parent, you're so sweet and nice with your kids, and your kids are so sweet and nice with you, and then next thing you know, we're terrorizing each other.
yeah. You're terrorizing. Yeah, that's it's funny. I always say it to my wife. I'm like, stop, the two of you, because it's my oldest, because he is. I always say that all three, like she was just the factory, because all three of them look like me, but he's starting to become like her twin in her looks
Mm.
and her personality. And like the two of you just need to go and lock yourself in a room and figure it out. It's like because you're fighting with like you're literally
Oh,
the
when they're
two of you
fighting
are
with each
fighting with
other,
yourself.
yeah, yeah.
And it's I
Mine,
tell them like there's a fine like you guys are best friends, then you're bickering with each other. I was like, then you're just torturing. I was like, it's
yeah,
there's that it's hard.
yeah. Mine's the difficult one is like my middle child right now, and it's like her and my wife butt heads so much, and it's because my daughter's so much like me, and I'm like, you're just fighting an unwinnable battle because you're fighting me, like a lot about me, but then you're also fighting a girl who grew up strong and independent and like won't back down, and that's you. Like that's the part that she took from you is to be strong willed and independent and not take shit from people, like even a husband. Like my wife doesn't take my shit. So you're fighting me, but she's strong. She's stronger than me. Like I'll back down. Like I always back down because for me, like like I was telling the people I was meeting yesterday, I'm like, we were talking about calendar stuff and family, like how you were talking about how your wife handles all the whole. They're like, you don't check the family calendar. I'm like, I just go home and say, hey boss, what do you need me to do? And she's like, check the
Essentially,
calendar, and I'm like, no, just tell me what you need me to do.
yeah.
You're the
Gotta
boss.
pick gotta pick those battles. That's what, like helping pack lunches yesterday. My son's come up with like, well, it's Friday. Can we do mac and cheese? I was like, no, ask the boss. I was like, I am not promising that because then that means I got to get up early. I got to make mac and cheese before you guys go to school. I
Yeah.
was like, no, run that by her.
Like, especially when you get like this sixth sense where it's like you totally asked the boss first and she said no.
You can feel the
And
eyes through the back of your head.
if I say yes, like
Yeah,
not
I'm gonna
not
get the
having that.
passive aggressive stare and yup, got that. I got that last night.
That kid manipulation is crazy. It's off the charts sometimes.
Yeah, and I even said, I'm like, did you ask your mother? No, she said to ask you. Oh, well, okay, I don't care.
You're like, I fell into a trap just now, didn't I?
Yeah, and then she comes walking downstairs. She's just, you got played. I'm like, what? By who? Which child?
Yeah. Duh. It's all that happens around here.
It's not easy. So by the end of the day, my mind is shot. It's really not easy to pull one over on me.
Yeah. I didn't get played. Let's make it easy. I'm not even playing the same game as you guys. You're on another level. It's like me playing basketball against a kindergartner. This isn't even fair.
Oh man.
Oh man. Well, at least the sprinklers are working. I guess they tie in before the pressure regulator, which seems weird. If my water pressure is too high for the pipes in my house, why would it not be too high for my sprinkler system?
Just releasing all that air pressure.
Maybe that's why all my freaking drip irrigation is blowing up. The people who fucking these houses are shit, dude. They're it's a track home situation. Like it is what it is. It's like the normal house for 99% of the homes in this area in America. They're all meant to fall apart.
Yep.
Built quick and cheap.
That's why why we bought this house. I had to get the roof replaced, and the guy comes with like, seriously, your house is in the middle of a farmland. Why the hell would they build the house like this? Because it's just every windstorm just hits the brunt of our roof from like the worst possible side.
Oh, that sucks.
Instead of like face on where I could push it up, it just comes right from the side. I'm like, yeah, I know. Like my siding is definitely shot by now.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about like what it would take to figure that out, and like, were we really that smart back then?
Yeah, and that's what I said. I'm like, dude, that guy, like the house is built in '99. Like there wasn't that
Yeah.
technology. It was how fast can we build this thing and get the money from the people.
Yeah,
That's
how
what it
fast and
was.
cheap. It's like, we should plant a wind engineer and a geo guy and a couple other people to like camp on this lot for 5 days and study all the environments. But when they were there was no wind.
Yeah.
It's like, how would you even study something like that? But you'd know for the next time.
Mhm.
If one day you were like, honey, we just need to level this thing and just start new.
No,
You're like, don't put that in me.
no. You see how much crap I have behind me? This is like one little section.
Yeah, mine too.
No more moving.
I just want to bulldoze right through this garage. I'm really concerned that my sprinklers are going off.
That would be concerning. Yeah, I was debating when we moved into this house. I was debating just getting rid of the garage completely because we don't even use ours.
Oh, really?
No, I mean, I have my truck. They would fit, but she has a massive Tahoe, so it would be like barely
Yeah.
scraping at the end, and there'd be no room. We didn't even use our garage in the old house. Like we never use
Well, you
it for what
store
it's.
shit, right? Your
Yeah,
garage doesn't look like this. And have, I mean, you have the basement, so
no, yeah, our basement looks like that.
yeah.
My garage, my garage right now has a golf cart and a net, so I can hit balls into it.
Gotcha.
So it's a
So like a
makeshift
little
driving
playroom.
range right now.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I told her I was like,
Oh,
once the kids are like pick a high school, and if we decide that we have to pay for it or not, it's like that might be getting finished to be a full golf simulator in there.
yeah, if it's got the ceiling height, right? Because you
Oh,
probably
it
don't have
does.
that in the
Yeah.
basement. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, just there's this person back in the town that we lived in who's like a big realtor, and he's doing these videos. He's selling his house. He's doing these videos of his garage. It's just the most ridiculous thing ever. Like
Yeah,
how what he put
some of the
into
people
it.
go all out.
Yeah, like a
That's why I was
like
gonna do like a makeshift putting green outside, but I was like, if I'm gonna do all this in the garage, I'll just put it in there.
yeah, yeah, and then it's all season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your putting green doesn't go away for the winter.
Yeah, especially in them 2 feet of snow last year. Be out there snow blowing the putting green.
How's that sandbox, kids? Yeah, just dig through the snow. You'll find the sand. It's down there. Don't worry
That's
about it.
that's just funny. I told I was like, because I texted her, I was like, oh, 'cause she left to go get flowers. I was like, oh, when you come back, you might have to park in the grass. There's gonna be sand. She's like, what? Why? She's like, do we have? There's gonna be. I was like, we live in Farmville. There's gonna be animals regardless.
Yeah.
So if they have to scoop poop out of their sandbox, they scoop poop out of the sandbox.
Yep, that's what happened to mine. It was cat poop like crazy. Or I mean, it could have very well been raccoons and other stuff. I had that conversation with a client the other day. She was like, "I have can you fix this door? There's a little bit of an air gap at our front door and ants are coming in." And I'm like, "I'm gonna be honest with you. There's nothing I could do to stop ants from coming. Like,
No.
they're ants." Like, and she's like, "You can't. No, we have to do something." I'm like, and then
Yeah,
she's like,
spray.
"Oh, and someone was looking on the roof and they said they found rat shit." And I'm like, "I don't know what to tell you. Like, you have trees that are 20 feet higher than your roof. The trees are filled with rats." And she's like, "Don't tell me that." And
That's gross.
I'm like, the rats precede us. Like they were
Yeah.
here. They lived in this house before you did, and they will live in this house far after you. She's like sitting there like her skin's crawling and stuff like that as I'm saying this. And I'm just trying to get you to understand, like you can't get rid of this stuff. You just have to live around it. Like
Yeah, it's funny because I think like a lot of people just I don't know if they grow up just not realizing it and not paying
yeah.
attention to it, but like I'm back in the town that I grew up in and it's all farm. So I like there was no as soon as it was like springtime, we had stink bugs outside the house, inside. There was no getting rid of them. They come in
Yeah.
everywhere. And like they started coming this year, and last year it was ants, and the kids are like, Dad, there's ants. I'm like, guys, look at where we live. We have 2 dogs. You guys leave the door open every time you go outside. There's food on the floor. What do you think is going to happen?
They're actually cleaning the floor for us.
I was like, just step on them, kill them, and we'll spray once a month like we do, and you won't see them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's wild. All right. It's crazy.
Yeah.
See what happens this weekend. I was like my in-laws are coming down. They were talking about taking the kids to their house. So if there's no water, maybe that's the play.
Yeah, this way you can actually like relax and enjoy it. Don't have to worry about turning it back on. Just leave the water off, turn all the water off, leave the faucets open.
He said it was super easy. I might try to do it this morning, but I hate like main shit. Like I'm okay doing little stuff. I hate doing like big stuff. I don't want that. I don't want that pressure on me, like to
Yeah.
go and change it out. Like
I feel you.
I'm just not that guy. I wasn't built for that.
Especially by yourself with no back.
Yeah.
There's no backup. Like, go grab some towels and buckets.
Yeah, like me, I would just wrench the union, and then all of a sudden the whole house would dump on me in the garage, and I'd be like, "Fuck, I forgot to bring all the water out of the pipe. Damn it!" You know,
And they're
like
done that.
I'd walk in like soaking wet, like, honey. There should just be a video. I should just take the tripod right over there and just fucking do it. Just get all fucking wet. Ah,
I just
it's
did it when I put the kitchen sink back in.
yeah, every
I forgot
time, dude.
I had to replace the one line. I forgot to drain it, and I'm literally in the basement, and I come up, and my shirt is just soaked. And she's like, "What happened to you?" I was like, "Let's just not talk about it."
Yeah. I don't do this every day, so I mean,
No, yeah.
that's what happens.
It's like plumbing and electrical are not my friends.
It's fucking yeah. Yeah, exactly. Plumbing and electrical. Get shocked every time. Every freaking time. Sometimes I just do it on purpose.
I'm just
But
too lazy
all
to
right,
turn
man.
off the breaker.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, of course.
Just talking solo as people just pop in and say good morning. 7 people watching in the background. Probably all Ryan Turner's bots. 2 people liked and commented on Facebook, but I can't tell who it is. So thank you. Appreciate you, whoever you are. Have a good weekend, man.
Yeah, you too. Enjoy your relaxing getaway.
Jay remains. I'm gonna do it, like, for sure. Like, it's all good. It is what it is. I'll just ask my father-in-law to replace it.
Yeah.
He loves fixing shit.
It's like, yeah, while you're here.
Yeah. While you're here, have you ever changed out a pressure regulator? Can you figure out why these dum-dums didn't put the landscaping on a pressure regulator?
I got all the parts for you. You just got to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. But cool. I'll keep you posted, dude.
Yeah.
Be back here on Monday to figure out if I have water. I mean, I'll be at the office, so I won't really care by that time. But yeah, thankfully I'll be out of town. I'd hate to have to deal with this all weekend. All right, people. Thank
All
you.
right.
Appreciate you, bud.
I'll talk to you.
See you later, man. Done. Later, bud. Mute my mic.
What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.